Hi and welcome to Love Doing Yoga on this Monday evening. Hope you had a lovely weekend. Looking forward to a nice week ahead. Our theme today is energy, so let's bring some energy to our practice, and hopefully our practice will give us energy for the rest of the day. As always throughout the practice, listen to your body, only do what feels right for you today. And let us begin our practice lying down. Coming into whatever position you like as a starting position on your mat. Closing your eyes. Give yourself permission to slow down. Letting go of your day and everything that's going on in your life. Letting go of the past and concerns for the future. Letting go of all the labels you place on yourself. For the next hour, this is just about you connecting your body with your mind through your breath. And let your attention go to your sense of hearing, noticing any sounds around you, allowing all of the sounds in without identifying them, just allowing them to drift through you. And then let that focus go to your sense of smell. Noticing any smells around you or conjuring up in your mind your favorite scent and allowing it to fill you. And then letting that attention go to the back of your eyelids, to that screen there, as you notice what it presents to you. Staying with it. And then moving to your sense of touch, becoming aware of your connection points with the mat, the temperature of your skin, the texture of your clothes. And then let that attention go to your breath. As you inhale through your nose into your belly, pause, and then exhale. And as you exhale, engaging your core, drawing up your pelvic floor, belly button in and up. Drawing the sides of the waist in. Let your hands just rest on your abdomen so that you can feel the core engage and relax with each breath. And taking 2 more breaths here. And then bending the knees, hug the knees into the chest, taking a little bit of time here to massage out the back. And then raising those legs up, let's just cycle them, getting them moving and keeping them going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hugging them into the chest again. And once again, raising the legs up, and this time crisscrossing them. And keeping this going. And you can move them up and down if you want, so as you lower them, your core will have to become more active. It's up to you what you want to do. And keeping it going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hugging them into the chest once more. And then letting the feet come down onto the mat. With your arms by your side. On your next inhale, draw the arms up over the head. And exhale them back down by your side. And again. Just really getting that connection with the breath and the movement. And then coming to stillness. Rolling over onto your left side. Bringing the right hand on top of the left hand. And then again with your breath, inhale, draw the right arm over. And exhale it down to the other side. And then drawing it back. And then again. One more time. And let's take that over onto the right side. So again, setting yourself up, left palm on top of right. One more time. And then from here, just making your way to your tabletop. Having the shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, feet straight out behind you, and the gaze down on the mat. So you've got a nice tabletop of a back. You could have a cup of tea on it. And let's just start doing a couple of cat-cows again, synchronizing with your breath. Inhaling into your cow. Exhaling through to your cat. And then starting to bring other movement into it. So just freestyling here, listening to your body. Maybe moving your hips, your shoulders, your elbows, just going with the flow, allowing the body to move and dictate how and where you move. And when you're ready, coming to stillness. And let's step the hands a little bit in front of the shoulders, curling those toes. We're going to make our way up to a downward dog. So pedaling your way in, making your way in there nice and slowly, stretching the legs, pushing the hips back, lengthening through the spine, gaze towards the belly button. Until you're ready to come to your point of stillness, drawing the shoulders back away from the ears. Taking 3 breaths here. And then walking the hands back to meet the feet, bend the knees and come up to stand at the top of your mat. So standing with the toes together and heels a little bit apart. Equal weight on both feet as you start to find your length. Feeling that energy draw up from the earth through the body all the way up to the crown of the head as you lengthen and bring the arms up over the head, palms together, and raise the gaze. Let's take a breath here. And again. Bringing the gaze back to the center. Taking 2 more breaths here. Each exhale, just engaging that core. And then let's take a bend over towards the right. So feeling that whole left side of your body stretch. Feeling the stretch go from the outside of that left foot all the way up the outside of the leg, the rib cage, the arm. 1 more breath. And let's take it back to the center and through to the opposite bend. If you feel like your shoulders are starting to round, just think of the chest kind of looking outward to keep those shoulders nice and square. 1 more breath here. And back up to straightness. Bring the hands down onto the hips and let's do big circles with the pelvis. Let the knees bend. as you rotate. And then taking it in the other direction. And coming to stillness, just step those feet out to hip width. And keeping the left hand on that left hip, raise the right arm up. Let's get a little bit deeper into our bend now. Remember, we don't want to collapse here, because if we collapse here, you're falling forward. So keeping a gap between your rib cage and your pelvis. One more breath here. And coming back, let's take it on the other side. And back to center, bringing the hands onto the hips. Raise the gaze, let the elbows look at each other. As you raise the gaze, open the chest and have a back bend. Keeping the bend, just let the arms drop down behind you. And back to center, raise the arms over the head, clasping the fingers, and again just lengthening the body. One more breath. And then let the palms come together once again, raise the gaze and take a breath. And sweeping the arms out to the side into forward fold, bend the knees as much as you need to. When you're in forward fold, let's hang around here for 3 breaths. Each breath just encouraging the body to lengthen and deepen into the pose. Each breath making a tiny difference. And then lifting up to halfway. Lengthen the spine. Keep a softness in the knees. And once again through to forward fold. Let's step the right leg back into your low lunge. And lifting up into low lunge for 3 breaths. Each breath drawing that energy from the earth and your energy from your core. And from here through to your plank. Lining up those fingers, opening them nice and wide, and taking 3 breaths here. And then coming down on the knees and feet, chest and belly, and lifting up into your back bend. Taking 3 breaths here. And pushing on up into your downward dog again for 3 breaths. And stretching that right leg out behind you. Step it through for a low lunge. And then let's make our way up to a forward fold. Each breath bringing more energy into the pose. And bending the knees. Coming all the way up, palms together, raise the gaze, take a breath. And through to your forward fold for a breath. Halfway lift. And forward fold. Let's step the left leg back. Low lunge. As you engage the core with each breath, try to ensure it starts from the pelvic floor by raising the pelvic floor. And then from here through to your plank. Let's stay in plank for 3 breaths. And then coming down on your knees and feet, chest and belly, and lifting into your little cobra for 1 breath. And pushing on up then to your downward dog. 3 breaths here. And raising that left leg out behind you. Step it through, low lunge. And into your forward fold. And drawing all the way up. Bringing the hands down into prayer at the chest. Good, taking a breath. And from here, shifting the weight into that left leg. Let's raise the right leg up, holding the shin, flexing that right foot, drawing the ears over the shoulders and the shoulders over the hips. Find your point of stillness. Soften your gaze. 2 more breaths. And taking it from here into tree. So putting your foot on your thigh or your calf, whichever works for you today. Finding your point of balance. Having that knee pointing out to the right. And again, taking 3 breaths here. And then bringing the hands down into prayer, release the foot. Having the toes together and heels a little bit apart. Sitting back into your chair pose, so keeping those knees behind the toes. Let the hips sink down, hands in prayer, elbows opposite each other, and take a little twist to the right. As we take 3 breaths here. And making your way back up to stand at the top of your mat, switching the weight this time into the right foot as you raise the left leg up, holding onto the shin, flexing the foot, lengthen through the spine, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Two more breaths. And then bringing that foot onto your calf or thigh for your tree pose. Finding your point of stillness, keeping that knee out to the left. Nice and tall in the body, engage the core. Raising the arms up if you like. 3 more breaths. And bringing the hands down, releasing the foot, toes together, heels a little apart, coming into your chair and twisting again here, this time to the left. And coming back through center to come all the way up to stand. Good. From here, let's step across to bring the feet out nice and wide, toes pointing forward, and bring the arms into a T. Soften the shoulders, release the jaw, and take 3 breaths, feeling energy at every extremity of your body here, so your fingers, your feet, the top of your head. Like your breath is sending your energy all the way out to those points, circulating through your whole body. One more breath here. And then let's fold forward, bringing the hands onto the backs of your legs. And again, each breath just deepening that fold. Bend the knees and come all the way up to stand. Let's swivel on this right foot so it's pointing to the top of the mat. Turn that left foot inwards slightly, bending the right knee. Bring the arms into a T and turn the gaze to the front. Two more breaths here in this warrior 2. Being mindful of that right knee, that it doesn't begin to fall in. And then let's take it into reverse warrior, turning the palm upward, let the back hand come onto the back of the thigh as you raise the arm up over your head. And coming back to upright, just step this left foot across slightly so that your feet are now pointing towards the front, coming on to the toes of that back foot. So we're in a high lunge, and raise the arms up. And then come flat onto that back foot, so we come to our warrior one, squaring up the hips, raising the arms. Two more breaths here. Letting each breath just really build energy into the pose. And then keeping the legs as they are, let the arms come down behind you. Raise the gaze, open the chest. And coming back to upright, hinging at the hips. Let the hands come onto the mat. And we're going to shift the weight into that right leg as we raise the left leg up. Keep a softness in that right knee so the muscles are doing the work here rather than the knee joint. And then step that left foot up beside the right and come up to stand. Good. Let's take that on the other side. So stepping across, back into that star pose. Keeping a softness in the shoulders and the jaw. And once again, hinging at the hips to your forward fold. And bend the knees as you rise up, swiveling this time the left foot to the back of the mat, turning that right foot slightly inwards. Bend the knee. Remember, we've got our wall running along this left side to keep the knee level over the ankle. Arms into your T, soften those shoulders. And then just turn the gaze. And from here into our reverse warrior, back hand comes down, palm turns up, draw it back. Coming back to upright, stepping this right foot across slightly so we can square up the hips. Coming onto the toes of that back foot to start with. Raise the arms up, high lunge. I always feel high lunge is a really energetic pose. So really feel yourself fill with energy with each breath. And then let that back foot come down fully onto the mat for your warrior one. And draw the arms down, raise the gaze and the chest. And then looking back to center, folding over that front leg, both hands down, shifting the weight into that left leg now as you raise the right leg up. And stepping that right foot up to meet the left, bend the knees, coming all the way up to stand. And let's just make our way up to the top of the mat once again. Standing up nice and tall, equal weight on both feet, feet facing forward. One more breath here. Let the hands come onto the hips, stepping the right leg back into a high lunge. Raise the arms up over the head, past the ears. And then we're going to hinge slightly at the hips. Like we've got our beach ball in our arms and we're just going to hover here. Then let the hands come on down to frame the foot. Let that back knee come down and open out the foot. And then with the palms together, just take a little twist here. Keep the twist. Curl the toes of that back foot and raise the knee. And then letting that right hand come down. Let the left hand come on past the ear. And then just drawing that arm out to the side, raise the left arm up. So we're in our airplane. Bringing the hands down onto the mat. Having that left hand a little bit out to the left. We're going to shift our weight into our left leg. Raise the right leg up. Turn the right foot sideways so the hips start to stack on top of each other. And draw the right arm up. Half moon. One more breath. And bring the hand down. Step the right foot up. And come up to stand. Well done if you managed to do that. Lovely pose, that half moon. Let's take it to the other side. So again, standing up nice and tall. Just checking in with your alignment, that it's right from the roots, from the feet. If the feet are right, it really helps everything else to be right. And then let's step that left leg back. Coming onto the toes. Raising up the arms. And then just tilting forward. And bringing the hands on down. Bring that left knee down, open out the foot. Hands into prayer, take a twist to the right. And curling the toes of that back foot, raise the knee. And let the left hand come down and that right arm come up past the ear. And then framing the foot, letting that right hand come a little bit out to the side as you shift the weight into that right leg. Draw the left leg up, turn the foot sideways and raise the left arm up for your half moon. 2 more breaths here. And bring the hand down, step the foot up, bend the knees, coming all the way up, and bring the hands into prayer, taking a breath. And raising those arms up into palms together. Raise the gaze, take a breath. Into a sun salute now, so sweeping through, forward fold. Halfway lift. And forward fold again. Right leg back for your low lunge on this side. And then through to your plank. Coming down on the knees and feet, chest and belly, and drawing up into your back bend. Pushing on up to your downward dog. And stretching the right leg out behind you, stepping through to your low lunge. And into your forward fold. Bend the knees all the way up, palms together, or raise the gaze. Taking it on the other side through to forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold again. And Left leg back, low lunge. Flowing to the plank. And through onto the floor and up into your baby cobra. Before pushing up to downward dog. Stretching that left leg back. Step it through for your low lunge. And once again, to your forward fold. Making your way all the way up to stand, palms together, and back into prayer, standing at the top of your mat. Taking a breath here. Raising the arms up, palms together, raise the gaze. Sweep through to your forward fold. And now make your way down onto your mat to come and sit in your staff pose. So toes pointing up, equal weight on both seat bones, hands either side of your hips. And then just let the hands come back a little bit, pointing towards your hips. We're going to come into an upward plank. So we're shifting the weight into the hands and onto the heels as we draw the hips up. Gaze looking up at the ceiling. Let's take 3 breaths here. Keep a softness in those elbows. And lowering down onto the mat, bending the knees, hug the shins. And then making your way down to lie on the mat, keeping the knees bent. Hug those knees into the chest and just massage the back out here. Let the feet come down onto the mat and arms in a T. The knees falling over to the right and gaze to the left. And taking that over to to the other side. And then coming back to the center, let the arms come down by your sides, palms facing upwards, and legs come out long for your final meditation. And I hope you enjoyed that practice and you're feeling very energetic after it. Don't forget to let us know when you've completed a practice so you can make it onto our Roll of Honor for March. But for now, it's time to just relax and let go. Letting go of your toes, the soles of your feet. Letting go of the tops of your feet, your heels and ankles. Letting go of your calves and your shins. The backs of your knees and the fronts of your knees. The backs of your thighs and the fronts of your thighs. The whole of your legs, just let them go. Letting go of your glutes and your pelvis. The whole back of your body and shoulder blades. Letting go the front of your body, chest and shoulders. Letting go your armpits, upper arms, elbows, forearms. Letting go your wrists, the backs of your hands, the palms of your hands, and your fingers. Letting go the back of your head, the crown of your head, your forehead, eyebrows, eyes, cheeks, jaw, chin, lips and tongue. The whole of your body, just let it go. And take a moment here of gratitude. Gratitude for all those people you have in your life. Gratitude to yourself and to your body. And gratitude for everything that's working in your life today. And then let your attention go to your breath. As you breathe in through your nose, into your belly, pause, and then exhale. And with each inhale, feel yourself drawing energy into your body. And with each exhale, feel that energy fill your bones, your muscles, your tendons, and your mind. Inhaling the energy, exhaling as the energy fills your body. Each breath just drawing more in. And then imagine you're in your favorite place, feeling energized and alive. And spend a little time here at peace with yourself.